Andrea Iannone went from being a factory rider for teams like Ducati, Suzuki and Aprilia to being forced to sit at home following a 4-year ban from racing following a doping violation. Iannone has now addressed his ban while speaking to AS. I'm your host Dillon Shelley, and first up on Moto World, Andrea Iannone speaks honestly about life during 4-year racing ban. He began by explaining how he is feeling. It's hard to explain how I am. It's like there's something inside me that kills me every day, because they don't let me do what I'm best at, which was racing motorcycles. I miss it daily. He further expanded on still having that rider mentality. Before going to bed every night and getting up every morning, I feel like a motorcycle rider and train as such. I live like a rider. Of course, I don't race. Now it's like that for me. But I can't just think about it, otherwise I'll kill myself or go completely crazy. He has always maintained that his doping violation was a result of food poisoning, and he reiterated the need for a change in the rules to accommodate such situations. Yes, of course, what happened to me has to be an example for our sport, and a solution has to be found for a future with rules. Something must be done to prevent us from finding ourselves in an unfair situation. If someone does something that isn't correct, they have to be penalized, but each sport has to be different. He then divulged if he still believes he'll be able to make a return to racing. No, when you have a dream, the dream remains, and you can put it on hold and then retrieve it, but it's not fair to think now whether I'm going to or not come back as a rider. I cannot know what will happen in a year and a half. Many things can happen. I do feel what I feel every day. I live day by day. He signed off by reiterating his innocence. Of course, my innocence is proven. The FIM considered me innocent. I suffered food contamination. It's not that I say I'm innocent, they say, and also the hair test they say so. Yes, I'm happy, and I've been happy to see how far I've come from where I started. Fast feed. Suzuki's Joan Mir has revealed that when he spoke to Suzuki, he saw a change inside. It's not easy to do all these things in a couple of months. I'm very happy with the work they are doing. Of course, we always want more, and we really wanted to have the ride height device now. But we have to wait a little longer. But we have some other news in other aspects that are helping us to have more performance. I'm happy. Avintia's Enea Bastianini has stated that it was good for him to overtake Marc Marquez and Jack Miller under braking in Misano. However, I think I learned more about the bike all weekend, and also in Aragon when I was without riders in front, because I am more focused. It was good for me to ride alone, he added. Yamaha's Franco Morbidelli feels that certainly his physical condition isn't ideal for testing, but his contribution was needed. Of course, I asked them to take into account my physical condition when doing the kilometers on both the 2021 and 2022 bike, he added. The plan is to continue the recovery. This is our focus. From what I understand, we can't even lose that focus because this is an injury that should be kept under control for the first 5 or 6 months, he clarified. 15 different teams and 30 different riders have been provisionally accepted for the 2022 grid in each Moto 2 and Moto 3. This includes a second VR46 team in Moto 2 that will be backed by Yamaha for the Yamaha Master Camp graduates. Yamaha's Fabio Quartararo has explained that the bike he tested in Misano was a prototype, so it was kind of a new bike to get used to. But it was really similar. The engine for sure, and then the chassis. My comments were quite okay. Still some things to improve. I expected a little bit more horsepower on the engine, but unfortunately not yet, so I really hope that it will be addressed for the Jerez test in November. Yamaha team director Massimo Meregali added that concerning the prototype, we just wanted to give the riders a first feel. That was only the homework. The work on the 2021 bike was more important, also with an eye on Fabio's championship chances. We wanted to work on improving our performance, especially for the start of the Misano 2 race, because that would allow Fabio to put some extra pressure on our rivals. Was a 4-year ban justified in the case of Andrea Iannone? Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you liked this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my others for all the latest in the world of MotoGP.